What's up, YouTube? YuGiOhTube here with some more breaking news and update. Remember yesterday we talked about the 25th anniversary edition of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, we're getting very, very close to confirming officially that indeed we are going to see not only packs of this stuff separate from the Legendary Collection box, but also booster boxes of these sets. As you could see here, it's Hobbiesville or hobbiesville.com, right? You could see that they have the 25th anniversary box here for $30, and then they have each individual pack, the Blue Eyes, MRD, Pharaoh's Servant, Invasion of Chaos, Spell Ruler, all of those as booster box form for $82.99. Now, some people are saying the sky is falling on Unlimited. I'm going to talk about why I don't necessarily think that's the case. Some people are concerned with the, quote, EN variants of Unlimited cards. I'm also going to put to bed some of those concerns. But having said that, I think there are some genuine concerns to consider here. It's kind of one of those scales where there are some pros and there are some cons. We're going to go through that here. So let's just assume in this case that this is indeed fact. Let's assume that Konami reprints all of these packs in booster box form. First of all, there are so many unknowns about this. Will the cards have 25th anniversary logo on them? Okay. Will there be, some have said and speculated, will there be other rarities, for example, of Blue Eyes White Dragon? Will there be an ultimate rare Blue Eyes White Dragon special 25th anniversary edition? I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe there's still some surprises hidden in this stuff, whether it be ultimate rares, ghost rares, some sort of rare insert, a prize card just randomly inserted. We don't know. Again, in Japan, there was a history of prize cards being inserted in a 25th anniversary product in the 2018 starter deck. Not to say it's going to happen here, but it's something to keep in mind. So looking at the positives of this, first of all, positives of this development, if it is true, it's going to get a lot of folks back into Yu-Gi-Oh! They are going to see Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, Pharaoh's Servant, Spell Ruler, Invasion of Chaos packs in a box, and they're going to be like, wow, I remember this from 25 years ago. This is fantastic. And it might, like Ghosts from the Past a little bit, it might get the casuals or the people who left the game for a very long time back into the game, and the nostalgia factor, which ultimately would help the old vintage stuff and the market in general. So some great things there. Similar to what Evolutions did a little bit with Pokemon, where Evolutions created reprints essentially of the base set. And so people who picked up casually a pack of Evolutions or saw their kids buying a pack of Evolutions said, hey, I remember that card, I remember that artwork, and all of a sudden people got back into Pokemon cards. Okay, here's the only difference is, and now we're going to kind of transition to the cons. Before we do that though, just another pro is it is really affordable and it looks affordable. So a kid, someone who doesn't have a ton of money and disposable income to purchase this stuff, they can get that fix and that nostalgia really, really cheap. So that is good. At least for the consumer, that is good. Let's look at the pros and the cons. So now with the cons, unfortunately, I think this is going to be printed to absolute oblivion. I think Konami's like, ooh, we're just printing money at this point. We're just basically printing as many of these packs as we can. Each one is just $sign, $sign. I think the production of this is going to be absolutely huge. It's not like there was a 25th anniversary limited run. It seems like it's just a 25th anniversary. Another con is like, hey, Pokemon is much bigger worldwide than Yu-Gi-Oh! Is and will ever be. I'm sorry. And then this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel, and I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Pokemon, but Pokemon is going to be much more popular, right? So if Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami thinks that this is going to be what the 20th or 25th anniversary was for Pokemon, it's just not going to be. Hopefully they don't just absolutely destroy with crazy amounts of supply out there and stuff just tanking, okay? With Pokemon, yes, you had a special set, but remember with Pokemon Unlimited base set, right? Those cards are actually expensive as heck. Okay, a base set unlimited Charizard PSA 10 is 8,000. Okay, it's at one point it was hitting 10, 15,000. Unlimited Yu-Gi-Oh cards, nothing even comparable. So, in my opinion, with a con, do we really need this? No, I don't think we need the millionth time that we see God cards or the millionth reprint. I just think there's just too much unlimited out there. We just don't need it. Cool, there's a 25th anniversary stamp on it, but if it's not scarce, then to me, what's the point? If it's produced in high numbers anyway, Is it really all that special? I just don't see it. So that's another con here. Also, looking at the cons for unlimited sealed box collectors, this is not good for you. It's not catastrophic like some people are saying, but in my opinion, it's not good either. So, some people said when there was a reprint of unlimited cards and booster boxes, then the unlimited, for example, unlimited Blue Eyes White Dragon boxes are going down to $85 or $90. That is not the case. Okay, reasons being is because you're still going to have the old Konami logo. As you look at these packs, you see on the top left corner, it's the new Konami logo, not the old logo. The old Konami logo is still going to be on those old unlimited boxes. Okay, the dates, the copyrights, all of that will still remain significantly a differentiating factor from this new stuff. And even if you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh logo itself, let's see if we could zoom in on this, can we? No. If you look at this pack here, the Yu-Gi-Oh logo is modernized. If you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh logo where it says Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game with that red in the background, if you look at that on the old stuff, it is a significantly different logo. So again, there are significant differences when you are comparing these, which is favorable if you still have unlimited boxes. Having said that, if someone can go and spend $83 on a booster box of LOB and get that fix of nostalgia, why in God's name are they going to want to spend $1,000, $2,000 on an unlimited LOB box? Yeah, I just, so I think the demand for the old unlimited boxes will wane, okay, as these are just so cheap. But again, it's not catastrophic either. So again, you kind of have to take the good with the bad. Speaking of taking good with the bad, let's talk about the EN cards. As you know, or may not know, special unlimited cards and limited runs, right, were produced as, quote, EN dash prefixes, okay? So when you have that EN prefixes, it's kind of when Konami said, we're producing this worldwide. So we have to have a differentiation. Okay, we have EN, we have E, we have FR for France, we have IT for Italy. So those EN prefix cards, okay, have significant value. Okay, they're much differentiated, almost like a fourth print Pokemon base set card with the dates 1999 to 2000. Okay, so there is a significant differentiation with those cards. Some people are nervous. Are these going to be EN cards? Because yes, we're now in current times, we always separate EN, FR, IT. We separate all that stuff. So now, is there going to be the same exact thing? Are we going to have just LOB-EN000, LOB-EN003? We don't know. Could it be 25 or 25th-EN001 or 25th LOB, whatever it might be? We don't know what the prefix is going to be. Here's my thing. Even with the EN, if this were to be replicated in EN format, okay, I still think pros, right, can differentiate between the old EN stuff and the new modern cards, okay? As you know, the new modern cards have more of a reflectiveness to them, where the old cards, the card stock is just slightly different. If you've been in the game for a long time, you're going to tell and be able to see the difference between the card stock of an older card and a reprint card in unlimited form. But here's the problem. The cost of education. To educate someone on all these variants, if they are indeed both the same, if they're both EN dash, whatever it might be, right? If they're EN001, EN003, to educate someone on this is just, you have to be the nichest of the niche to really care. And I think that's where you have the issue. Some people are big EN collectors because there's just a tangible difference in the card text, right? But now if the card text here also says EN, then again, it's going to really not bode well for you, because I just don't think there's going to be a lot of people that care to tell, okay, the card stock on this specific EN card is different than the card stock of another EN card. I just think there's too many things where you have to be a full expert on this stuff to really care, and I just don't think that people are going to care for the price point. Again, you're still going to have those hardcore niche collectors, and people will still be paying premiums, but I just don't see massive premiums, and that I think is a big concern. That is definitely a big concern in my opinion there. Okay, and that is about it. What do you guys think? I think this is going to actually be legit. I think there's actually going to be box potential here. I cannot believe it. But I think it's good for 2023. I wish the 25th anniversary was a little bit better. Hopefully there's surprises I don't know. One last con for you as well. PSA, they did a great job attributing the reprints, right? The unlimited reprints and the EN prefix cards. Now it's going to get even more dicey. If you're a grader at PSA and you're not 100% expert on this stuff, your head is going to be spinning. Okay, so PSA and the labeling process and attributing, that also is taking a big hit. So that's another con there as well. All right, everybody, until next time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tube, hope you enjoyed. I'm anxious about the future. I'm not liking it too much, but again, we'll never know until we see it. Until next time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tube, signing out.